Welcome back to spring of 2026. It's been a while since I've been in front of a camera. Last year was pretty fun. I know y'all didn't get to see a whole lot of it. I kind of just quit after the New Mexico trip. We had a good trip. It was fun. We're going to do things a little differently this year. I got a dual mic setup. So essentially, I'll pin to that camera down there. I got a camera down there on the range that picks up this mic here, Bluetooth. So I'm going to try to go back and forth between that, and then I'm also going to get a splitter for the main camera here to where I can pick up on that as well. I noticed in New Mexico, that kind of microphone I was using, you get caught up, excited in the moment, get to shaking, you can kind of hear that a little bit. So we're going to try to put out some better videos this year. I got exciting spring coming up. It is, wait for this plane. Guys, it's April 5th. We are almost there. Arkansas starts April 20th here, at least in the zone that I'm located in. Turkeys have been gobbling since 1st of March here. It's been warm. They've been fired up. I'm going to insert a couple videos from these past couple mornings I've been out listening. I mean, so I got an interesting little video that I want to do today. Really, the main thing that I'm wanting to accomplish today is I want to shoot this gun at least once at 40 yards. Make sure I didn't knock it off at the end of last year. I spent a couple weeks back home when we got back from New Mexico, hunting pretty hard, trying to tag out. I was trying to get my second turkey. Y'all don't know anything about it, but I did kill a turkey in Arkansas when I got back. I did not get it on film. I'll insert a picture of it here. So story on that turkey is, first of all, I missed him opening morning, and then Lindsay was with me. She was holding the camera, and I had to put a sneak on him, and it just didn't quite work out as planned. The next morning was a lot better. Called him right up the side of the ridge when he flew out of the tree and shot him at 20 yards. So that's the way we wanted it. So we did get one turkey in Arkansas last year. We got 2 turkeys in New Mexico last year. I only got 1 on camera, then I got Dad's on camera. Let's see, where else did we hunt? I did not go to Missouri last year like I thought I was going to. Really, I just spent a lot of time at home. We got busy with work, and I really wanted to try to tag out, so that's what we did. I did go down to South Arkansas with Keegan, and we hunted down there a little bit. Mosquitoes about carried me away, and it was hot, so tough turkey hunting down there. Bunch of turkeys, just a bunch of people as well. It's hard to get off by yourself, but hearing a turkey was not an issue. So I got an interesting video for today. I know we got off topic a little bit. So last year I shot some of these Rocky Ridge. They're the light loads. They're 20 gauge, 2 3/4, 1.5 ounce number 9s. I shot these last year. All 3 turkeys I killed last year was with this load. So we're gonna shoot this one first at 40 yards. Make sure the red dot is set, still where I left it last year. And then obviously the price of TSS has went up quite a bit. So I found this box of 20 gauge 3-inch 1 1/4 5s, double X's. We're just gonna fling one of them at 40 yards as well out of this 20 gauge and see how it does. So I do have a camera down range. We're going to try to get a close-up shot of that. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's fling some TSS and some lead. All right, guys, we're all set up here at 40 yards. I forgot to mention, them guys down at Rocky Ridge changed up their box a little bit. So pretty slick looking box. So I am shooting the, like I said, I'm shooting the 1.5 on the light loads, the 1.5 light loads. I really like these loads. They're not as hard on the shoulder, and you know, they put some little different cards in there and made it look good. But let's fling one down range. Just a little bit of kicking the grass around here has already got my sinuses messed up, so if I'm sniffling, y'all just, you know, bear with me. So this is 40 yards with the Rocky Ridge. Looks like we need to go down a little bit. All right, guys, we're gonna aim. All right, guys, we're hot. I'm gonna aim right where the wattles meets the feathers. Here we go, Rocky Ridge lights, 1.5. Let's run down there and take a look. Guys, I don't know how well you can see that, but I mean, that's good for me at 40 yards. I'm not gonna mess with that. I could tell maybe it's a little bit more dense on this side, but you know, there's plenty in the head. I mean, right in here. I was aiming right here, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw that 20 gauge double X round in there and see how it goes. I'm interested. Man, that pattern looked pretty good, didn't it? It sure is hard to beat those TSS. I mean, they just flat out fling it. I mean, you don't have to be, I mean, you want to be as perfect as you can as far as your red dot setup and stuff. But you got to keep in mind, there's people that's shooting these with no red dots, and you know how those beads can be. If you don't really know how your gun's shooting, having that TSS in there, give you those extra pellets, can really help you out. So let's throw one of these lead shots downrange. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I don't know how old these are. I've never shot at a turkey with a 20 gauge lead. Like, the first time shooting a 20 gauge, I've only been shooting one for 2 years, so. All right, y'all, like I said, I don't know how old these are. I've never shot lead shot 20 gauge at a turkey, so these could be easily, you know, 10 years old. So I don't know if that may break them down. I've read a little bit online that Longbeard XR may break down over a couple years. I don't know how much truth is to that. So we're gonna shoot one of these, and I'm curious to see, you know, how well they do. Hopefully it doesn't blow out too large or too wide. Maybe get my camera down there. That wouldn't be ideal. So, let's give this a shot. All right, guys, you ready? This is, I don't even know what these are. These are Winchester double X's, 20 gauge. Here we go. Man, I love shooting a 20 gauge. I mean, you can't. I used to shoot TSS 12 gauge, and man, totally different. Let's run down there and take a look at that. Man, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty awful at 40 yards. So, like I said, that shell could be just really old and not performing very well. But I mean, if you can tell the difference at 40 yards on the same gun, it's pretty crazy. Now, I do know that lead shoots differently than TSS, so you know, if TSS is shooting a little to the left or low or something, that's what that red dot's set up for. But really, we probably need to shoot this at 20 and see kind of what it looks like. So, I mean, this isn't a great, you know, test as far as showing the performance difference, just because for one, the shell's old, and for two, that gun's not set up to shoot it like it is to shoot the TSS. So it's a little unfair, but you have to admit the number of pellets, just the actual number of pellets altogether, is just crazy difference. So I was actually contemplating, you know, with the rising prices, if TSS was really worth it. And honestly, I can think of several turkeys that, you know, I may have rushed a shot. It was a little bit thicker. You know, I shot through some thick stuff, and I really do believe if I was shooting this, that turkey would not be dead. But, you know, this right here is, that's crazy, guys. That is crazy. All right, guys, just in case there was a glare down the range, I wanted to show y'all, you know, up close, the difference between that TSS and that Winchester double X's. I mean, that pattern was way blown out. You know, that could be choke related. That could be red dot setup. I mean, I don't know, but I just feel like that's really awful, honestly. Like, I feel like maybe something happened. Maybe, like I said, these shells are old. It could be that. I just feel like that really blew out more than what I expected it to. So, you know, I may retry this with some Longbeard XRs. I could probably find some 20 gauge Longbeard XRs. What are you smelling me for? So as I was saying, guys, I think I'm probably gonna, maybe if I get time, I really don't know, I may pick up some Longbeard XRs and shoot them at 40 yards and see if, you know, if I get a similar result out of these. Maybe it could be the choke or how the red dot set up or something like that. I don't feel like it was a very fair comparison, but I was curious. So I do know that I'm not going to be shooting a turkey at 40 yards with this box of shells. You know, if I had another turkey target, I am half tempted to set it up at 20 and see what it looked like. But like I said, there's several situations that I've got myself into being a kind of run and gun turkey hunter that I've got into some pretty, you know, not ideal situations and had to take, you know, some shots that are a little bit on the thicker side. Never far. You know, I don't really take far shots at turkeys, but I have been known to, you know, if a turkey's putting at me at 25 yards and there's some briars in the way, I have been known to go ahead and send it. And I don't have any issue doing that with TSS. Like, I feel like no issue at all. Now, obviously, shooting through bushes is different. But briars and stuff, I feel like that TSS will go right through it. You have enough pellets to do what you need to do. You know your gun, you know your setup, you know what you can do. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So don't blast me in the comments. So I talked earlier about maybe trying to put out some little bit higher quality videos for y'all this year. Like I said, it really bothered me last year on the New Mexico trip, especially on day 2 when I was filming Dad's turkeys come down the hill, and that shaky vibrating noise that just aggravated me to no end. And to me, it felt like it ruined the whole video. So what I'm going to do this year is, right now I have this wireless mic connected to this on Bluetooth, but the caveat is that this has to be recording. So I would like to, and I was going to, Amazon got the best of me. I was going to get a splitter that come off the mic on top of the camera, so I could just plug the transmitter in that comes with this. I was going to plug that in, and this is what Amazon sent me. So a little bit big, so I guess I ordered the 1/4 inch by accident and it's supposed to be 3.5. I don't know, but I'm going to put in an emergency order for that, get that here, because I want to be able to talk to you guys without this being on. So the same camera setup this year. This is going to be on the shoulder like it was last year, and that's going to stay on the tripod. I would like to be able to have this turned on my shoulder and videoing and get audio both ways. I think that would be really good. That way, if that microphone right there messed up again and maybe started doing that shaky noise, I have backup audio that's going to sound really good. The reason why I'm doing the dual audio setup is I don't know how good these are going to be at picking up like a gobble. So I don't know if y'all have ever tried to film a gobble with your phone. It doesn't normally pick it up very well, some kind of frequency thing. So I was nervous about that, so I figured I'd just run both. That one actually picked up gobbling really well last year, so if it wasn't shaking. I did notice that as long as it's on the tripod, it doesn't sound too bad. So I think it's just that actual shaking noise on how it connects to the camera. So enough rambling. I'm sorry, I tend to ramble. So let's talk a little bit about this year. This spring, states we're going to hit. Obviously, Arkansas is, I'm probably never going to miss that season. I like shooting turkeys at home. Alabama. So Alabama is, if everything works out right, if I can get off work, I've got some last minute things to do at work this week. If I can get off work, we're going to leave Thursday around noon, and we're going to be hunting turkeys in Alabama Friday to Sunday. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Hunt turkeys there, come right back home. Straight after that, spend all of next week, after this week, all of that next week, scouting for turkeys here. Like, I've already got a bunch found, but I'm the kind of guy, I want to know exactly what tree he's in the day before. So and I just enjoy listening to turkeys gobble. So I'm gonna spend all that next week here. Try to kill a turkey at home, hopefully within the first 3 days. And then we are going back to Missouri this year. So I was not filming hunts 2 years ago when we were in Missouri, but I've had a lot of good luck in Missouri. So we are going to go up there from, I think it's the 24th to the 28th, somewhere around there. You know, obviously Missouri moved to a one bird state for out-of-state hunters. So if we kill one early, we're coming back here. So I got some, after Missouri, I got some events to do with work. You know, show up, shake hands, make everyone happy. And then I did end up drawing an Iowa tag this year, so we will be going to Iowa. And that's going to be exciting. I drew the 4th season in Iowa, so that's obviously, you have the longest amount of time. I'm super excited about that. It's the first time going there. I tried to pull away a couple weekends here to maybe go scout around, but it just did not work out. So I need to save those vacation days and PTO days for actual hunting days, not scouting days. So after Iowa, the schedule is open. I may make a swing somewhere, and I may just come home and try to shoot, you know, late season turkey here. Last year I almost did it. Got really close to one on the last week of Arkansas, and just didn't work out. I've not tagged out in my home state since I've been turkey hunting, and that's something that's really on the bucket list I would like to do. So with that being said, guys, we are kicking off the 2026 season this week at some point. Could be Thursday, could be Saturday, doesn't matter. We are leaving, and we are going to be hunting turkeys in a different state. So I'm excited. The gun's ready. The truck is ready. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. I'll probably go ahead and switch y'all from that camera to this camera real quick. So I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but I did build a bed for the back of the truck. So this is 30 inches long. I got a bed here. So that should make this a lot better for us. I got a drawer here, just full of random stuff. As of now, obviously I got a light that will go right up there. Let's see what else we got. A little shelf there for things, and it's going to be nice. I'm excited about it. It's simple. I did get a Jackery this year. I'm super excited about that as well. Obviously ignore this. The ice chest is going to be in there just like that. And then we did get some snake boots this year. So we are set up. We are ready to go. I'm super excited. The gun's ready. I'm ready. Now the turkeys just need to be ready. So, man, I really appreciate y'all watching. I read a bunch of the comments that I got last year on some of those videos. I made a couple new friends that watched my videos. So I got to talk to them a little bit this year. So I'm excited. You know, y'all stay tuned. I I really hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to put out some quality stuff for you guys. I've never claimed to be the best, but I don't want to be the worst. So I really appreciate y'all guys watching, and I will see you in Alabama.